This episode of No Huntsville is brought to you by the Brew Stooges Brewery. All right, this is Tom.
And I'm Joe.
And this is No Huntsville, another episode. We have Homegrown here with Ashley Riles from homegrownhuntsville.com, 256-850-3231. Ashley puts on events here in Huntsville. Ashley, thanks for coming on and talking with us today.
Thank you for having me.
So let's talk a little bit about what your organization does and some of the events that you put together here in Huntsville.
Okay. We started about 3 years ago, and our goal is just to work with local organizations and businesses to cultivate signature events for the community.
All right. So some of the events, and I'll just go ahead and name them, and then we're going to break them down here a little bit for everybody. So we have the Dine and Dash. We also have the Brew Hop, and then coming this fall, we're going to have the Big Spring Crush Wine Festival. So let's start at the very beginning with the Dine and Dash. So tell us about that. Give us the information behind it.
Okay, so each month we highlight 4 different restaurants, and you can sign up to start at any one of the 4 restaurants.
Okay.
And then the city trolley comes and picks you up and takes you to the next restaurant.
Right.
So it's like a restaurant tour. You have like an appetizer and drink tasting at each place.
Nice.
And we have about 138 seats available each month. We do it from the second Thursday from April through September.
Okay, and from what you were telling us, you're booking these things out, so people are coming out to and actually going to these restaurants. And so why don't you tell us a little bit about some of the restaurants that are participating in this so people know where they might be going?
Well, when we started with a downtown initiative, so we really focus, majority of the months are focused on downtown restaurants. 1892, Ruth's Chris, The Eves, The Bottle, Panavino, the VBC, Jefferson Street Pub, Furniture Factory.
You're going to the gift. It's not like Burger King.
No. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, our goal, we really just want to show people different restaurants and get them into the restaurant, give them a feel of the atmosphere, the service, the food.
It's a preview from the local restaurants here in town. It's to get people out there to experience some of the different things. And they don't have to drop so much money to experience it. They can just, it's a little bit of a fee up front. Then you get carted around, you get a kind of a little bit experience of all of them, which is really nice.
That's something we really pride ourselves on, is doing events that are affordable for you to go out, from young professionals to the older crowd.
Sure, yeah. So this is
and anyone can come. So
this is happening the second Thursday of each month. Like you said, it started in April and it's running through September. And again, it's the trolley taking you to 4 different restaurants in one night. And of course, they can go to your website and get details on how they can get tickets and actually show up for these things.
Yeah.
What do they expect on, like, as far as like they're gonna get served?
Yeah, that's a good question. See, all the restaurants do it as a marketing expense, so it kind of varies as to what they can do. Some are able to do a little bit larger of a spread than others, but for the most part, it's a tasting and a drink tasting. So you're gonna get 2 or 3 samples of a beer or 2 or 3 samples of a wine.
Okay, for that price, it's wonderful because
for the price,
you get 4 different restaurants, or is that 4?
4 restaurants, yeah.
For the price you'd be paying that at one restaurant.
Exactly.
Sample everything.
Yeah, and they'll have at least a couple different appetizers out, and you try a bite. Like, for instance, Panavino, they just kind of put out a buffet spread of pizza, and they cut it into squares, so you can kind of taste a couple different pizzas that they have.
That sounds all right.
Awesome.
Sounds like a good date night too, right?
It's great because people do it as a date. People do it, like, have companies that'll call and say, hey, we want the entire group A of 30 people to do a company outing with all of our employees.
Nice.
And we
Team
have
building.
people that come, single people that come on and just meet people and hang out and have fun. It's good for everyone.
That sounds like a good time.
We're actually, July, we're doing one on Airport Road. So we're highlighting Mezzaluna, Anaheim Chili, Straight to Ale, and Bricks. So that's going to be a really
wow.
fun. Yeah.
Nice. That's pretty cool.
That's our next one.
All right, so that's the Dine and Dash. Let's move to the next event that's more in our wheelhouse here at No Huntsville. We're going to talk a little bit about the Brew Hop. Yes. Happening June, July, and August. We're talking about 3 different breweries at a time when you guys actually use the trolley again to kind of tour out and give people a taste of the different local great breweries here in town. So give us more information about that.
If you've been on Dine and Dash, it's very similar to the Dine and Dash concept. But you're just, you're getting on the city trolley and you're visiting 3 different downtown breweries, and they're going to be Yellowhammer, Brew Stooges, and Salty Nut.
All friends of the shows, by the way.
And you basically are going to get like a sample of beer, probably about 3 to 4, like a flight.
A flight, yeah.
Flight,
Okay, great.
Flight of beer
Some
to
good
taste.
beer, right?
Yeah. And it's $22 a person, and that covers all of your flights at every restaurant, every
Again,
brewery
another date night. So,
but you guys as a date,
yeah,
right?
Whatever. We do it all the time.
Yeah. We do it without trolleys.
A flight of those beers, that's a good time right there. You know, a flight of one of those.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? 8-10% beers? You'll be all right.
Yeah, that's
$22. That's nothing, man. That's dangerous.
Now, and if you want to purchase, the goal of it is to market these breweries and introduce you to their beers. So if you want to purchase more, we encourage that, of course. And you're always free to tip on top of whatever.
Oh yeah,
you want
always
as well.
tip.
Always tip the
bartenders.
Yeah, exactly.
Rule number 1 when you go out and drink.
So, so get out there and try that out. I mean, go into their local breweries. That's one of the things Huntsville is becoming known for now is really great local breweries. Of course, we promote them like crazy, but this is just one more way to kind of facilitate people going out and experiencing some of these breweries, which I think it's great. So I'm looking we're going to be doing it, so I'm looking forward to it, and we're going to be posting information about it when we do it as well.
And people, you got to go, but you go and you get picked up at the brewery you're assigned to, right?
Right. So wherever you start, you start at that brewery. We take you to the other 2, and then we'll bring you back to wherever you started at the beginning of the night. And I think our first one is actually next Thursday, but I think it's sold out. So, but July and August are still open, and if they're successful, we're looking at possibly continuing like through October.
So right now, as we were talking about this, open a new tab in your browser, go to homegrownhuntsville.com, and get on the next list for the next month because they will sell out because this is such a great kind of concept and event. So. All right, let's lead us right into our last event that we want to talk about coming out here in the fall for the people that really don't drink as much beer as maybe you and I do, but like the wine, we have the Big Spring Crush Wine Festival going to happen in Big Spring Park East. It's Saturday, September 27th from 4 to 9. You have a lot of different wine that's going to be represented there, so give us some information about that as well.
We're really excited about this event. It's something we've wanted to do. It's been in our heads for 5 years now. We've just been waiting for the right time to bring it to Huntsville. So we think Huntsville's about ready for a big wine festival. I think the community is hopefully going to be as excited about it as we are. We're wanting to have over 80 wines featured at the event. We're going to have a stage with live local entertainment. We're going to have local restaurants on site, food trucks.
Of course.
Don't worry, guys. We're going to have a beer tent.
Yeah, there you go.
With local beer for the guys.
Again, date night, right? So you got it all covered.
Yes, and we'll have the entertainment district will be open that night. So if you want to come down to the festival and do some tastings, grab a beer on your way out, go downtown, have dinner, come back. I mean, it's going to be a fun night downtown. We also have corporate tents available. We only have 10 of them available. They're going to be for businesses who just kind of want to have maybe a place to hang out, invite clients, employees, friends, kind of just a...
What area is it going to be in?
The VIP tents. Or the
whole thing.
The whole thing is going to be in Big Spring Park East.
Oh, okay.
So by the waterfall, the side of the water.
Perfect.
It's a really cool little venue. We're excited about it.
Yeah, and they're doing a lot downtown. They're putting more shows on downtown, and it's really nice now what they're doing there.
It is growing.
And this is one more thing that's going to kind of lead to get people out there in downtown and experience it. So it's really cool.
We used to have Big Spring Jam about this time frame.
Right. Yeah.
And so I felt like there was a little bit of a
lull.
Yeah, for
sure.
that September.
Avoid.
September.
You're gonna fill that gap there.
Well, I don't know about I would like to get 1% of the attendance that Big Spring Jam gets this first year, but I think there's potential for us to grow.
Yeah,
sure.
Maybe you'll get some. I mean, I'm sure you can get some old band that tours to play. The fourth reincarnation of the Temptations will come or something.
Oh, goodness. We could definitely expand the entertainment, and we're also looking at possibly having Alabama's first Alabama winery competition where all the Alabama wineries submit wine for a competition. There's the Alabama Wine Society has 51 certified wine judges in the country. We have 2 of them here in Huntsville. And they're serving on the committee for Big Spring Crush to help implement the festival, and so they've been a huge asset to the committee, and are doing some really cool stuff. So
that's great.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
just aren't playing around.
No,
seriously.
getting the experts in there. Exactly. It's great.
That's so cool.
It's for the amateurs as well, though. We're going to have a VIP tent and a VIP ticket. So if you're really into wine and you want to go and taste the high-end stuff.
Which I imagine there's some people who are.
Definitely. And we're going to have 200 of those tickets available. And they'll have a private VIP area with the eaves and the Church Street Wine Shop. We're going to be doing food pairings and high-end wine tastings for them.
Wow.
And then the general admission tickets are going to start at $38, and that'll get you access to the festival as well.
And that's 5 hours worth of
it's like no, but you said it earlier. It's like the Brew Fest for wine.
So great.
And I went to that, which was great. So hopefully,
and a lot of our audience, can they bring their own can to drink the wine out of the can? No, don't bring your can. Okay?
No outside food or drinks will be allowed. Sorry, but we're gonna have some great food trucks and restaurants.
So for once, come and drink wine that's not in a box.
Yeah, take it easy.
The good stuff. That's awesome.
All right, Ashley Riles from Homegrown. That's homegrownhuntsville.com. You can email at ashley@homegrownhuntsville.com. It's 256-850-3231. You're also available on Facebook. Thanks so much for coming in and talking to us about the events that you have going on. I'm excited about all of them. I think they're going to be great.
I want to do that beer hopping thing.
Well, we're going to do that for sure, and then we'll report it later. Hey, let's thank the Brew Stooges for the beer today, right? We've been drinking. Of course,
Cheers.
Joe is
They didn't pour me any.
once again. Dizzy Dame right here. So, again, thanks for those guys out there. And thanks, everyone, and thank you for coming and talking.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Awesome.
I appreciate it.
How'd that go?
It was good. It was good.
All right.
I don't know.
Really well.
I think
Really
the
good?
beer helped.
Yeah.
No, you're perfect. I think you guys